Hi, I'm Victoria.
And I'm Braxton.
We live on 10 acres in the southern Missouri Ozarks. Follow along with us as we transform raw land into a working homestead with gardens of all kinds, an orchard, and animals all around. We will raise our own meat, preserve our own produce, and every day are working towards self-sustainability. Thanks for watching. It is so windy here today. My goodness. We have some beautiful trees happening over into the woods. I'll have to take you guys back there and look at some of the beautiful trees today. This is the little tree right in front of us is my plum tree. It is just so windy, throwing everything everywhere. I'm gonna get some water and we'll go into the greenhouse. Okay, so if you watched yesterday's video, you already know that we had an issue with the plastic in the greenhouse, and that's on a temporary fix, and it'll be being repaired. That has been ordered. So, you're probably thinking, man, why is it such a mess? Well, we are going to be revamping this whole side. Remember I said, we'll be growing in here, we'll see, you know, and I just kind of left it at that. Well, this whole side will be getting transformed into an off-grid hydroponics system for growing in the greenhouse. We will also be doing some, hydroponics growing outside. When it rains, it will then be moved inside. So we've seen it done both ways, and on a really small scale, like what we'll have, we'll be able to do this. We kept it small because, again, we are off-grid. We will not be using the pumps and things like that. So, we've got just a miscellaneous right here that we've been moving everywhere. We've got this blanket that we used to cover plants when it was cold. We've got landscape fabric that goes underneath the beds. We've got DE. We've got fertilizer, nectarine trees, pine shavings, pots. Craziness. So I'll be going through all of this right now temporarily. These guys are hanging out in here, and they're moving out. So we've got starts back here. Some of the starts, which we did lose some starts in my absence, and so some things are going to be replanted. Some things that I didn't have any more seeds for, or I couldn't get them, we went and purchased those. So those will be labeled as starts that we had bought. But we've got some great growth. You know, these ground cherries, speaking of, this is a row of ground cherry, this whole section. It says super low germination rate, overplant, and thin. Well, we've pretty much got everything that I planted up. So definitely we'll be thinning, and we should have a ton of those. These ones are going to get fixed as far as being top dressed. Some of the things that we lost are going to be getting cleaned out. We've got great rates on all these tomatoes that are coming up, but the bags will be moved to underneath over here. Sun does come in, it's great. This right here, every year Braxton gets one of these that is from the store, and we try to grow it differently. Even when we weren't really gardening, you know, he was liking these. This year, he's going to try the Big Beef from Bonnie. Last year, he did Big Boys. This year, he's going to do Big Beef. This one's going to grow inside the greenhouse. So, we'll be adjusting it, but that's going to grow inside up over here. We also have a couple pepper plants that'll be growing in here, and they'll go up over here. This is another light, so we're getting lights put up. We will be getting just craziness. So here will be rows of hydroponic plants. Wednesday, we should be getting the rest of our supplies that we've been gathering for that, and so stay tuned. It's going to be very exciting. We're going to try a little bit of everything. We've talked to some people who are master gardeners in that specific category. We have been in groups that are specializing in that, talking to everyday people. We've done a ton of research, and you know, it was time to get a little bit bigger than what you would find in an aero garden and do the actual 5-gallon bucket system of off-grid hydroponics coming soon. We're extremely excited about it. We will be putting in peppers, tomatoes. I made a list. So there'll be various kinds of those. And then I will do some experimental plants in them as well. And I won't share that until that video comes out. We'll do a whole list of what, how to set it up, what we got for it, what we're going to plant in it. So that how-to is coming. These were actually growing super great. Some are coming back. Some didn't make my absence. These are going to be getting replanted. So when we come back, these will all be switched out. These, this is my first year using that, if you guys remember that. And they were super hard. They were a little bit too hard to maintain while I was gone. And so we just are probably not going to be doing that again. We're just going to go ahead and stick to our soil and cups or soil and trays like we had always done. So I'm currently resurrecting these jet stars here as part of when I was gone, but they're coming back great, so that's awesome. So today, when I keep saying yesterday, oh, I have to plant, that is what I'm referring to. I'm going to be restarting all that. It's so windy. Braxton's repairing the shower. So this was our exciting news. That'll be coming on Wednesday. And we will be getting these trees put out. And we've had some questions about the orchard or what a goal is or what else are we going to be getting. And so I'm putting a video together to discuss with everyone about that. I will add a little bit of my sweet potato trial if you were around for that. I tried a couple different stores to see if I could grow it that way instead of buying from the seed potato or the slips from a company, and I will give you an update on how well that is working. So stay tuned. We will be back in a moment. Well, it took me forever and a day, but I'm finally set up with my water and my seed starting mix and what we're going to plant. I have displayed some out what I'm going to plant, but I still have a whole stack over here. Tons of peppers. That's a lot of what we lost, so we are going to get these guys planted again on heat mats inside and outside and just get them rolling again. No big deal. I am going to take this water, and as some of you know from watching the previous videos, I do heat my water to put on my seed starting mix just to kill off anything or any type of eggs that would be in here, just in case, because it's not required, but I do like to do that. I had some issues with that one year, and so ever since, it's just that 5 minutes it takes me now saves me headache for later. So let's get rolling. I put some of the water in here with the seed starting mix and mixed that up so that I could get a nice evenly moist mixture that was still light and fluffy to put into my cups so that the seedlings could then emerge easily. This one is done, so I'm going to go ahead and put the remainder of this into that before mixing up a new batch and get started on putting in the seeds. My sweet potato slips from the grocery store are doing really, really well. We have quite the amount of growth on these. Probably this one here is the best. But I didn't get any seed potatoes or anything like that. I just went to Walmart, got the sweet potatoes that they had, organic, and was able to grow these. The trial of the ones from Lowe's we got, this is the only one that grew. So that was our consensus. The ones just going and getting regular organic sweet potatoes were my best bet. The other ones from Lowe's were trying, but they didn't put off anything great. The other ones was a full success. So very, very happy with that. We came into town here to get some fuel and some more seed starting mix, and then that's going to be the rest of my day, is getting that stuff all started up and going. And we decided that tonight was fajita night, so I will take some pictures of those and show you guys all on tomorrow's video. But for today, that's going to be it for us. Please like and subscribe. Thank you so much for following along on our journey, and we will see you tomorrow.